Hello everyone, welcome back to Garden Fever. Today I have a very special episode for you. I have an announcement to make to you today. As you can see, we've reached the end of the growing season. It is now the end of November and much too cold to grow most stuff, so the growing season's come to an end. Don't worry though, I have lots of ideas for over the winter until we can get to next spring and start a new crop. Okay, but I have a very special announcement. It's going to be different because I was promoted at my work and I have a much better paying job, and this job is going to require me to relocate. So in doing so, I've been looking for property, and what I mean by that is not just another cookie cutter home in suburbia. I'm looking for farmland, which is good for Garden Fever. So I'm very excited to let everybody know that. However, this job is quite an upgrade and also comes with a lot more responsibility. So this transition is going to take place in the dead of winter, and which means I got to sell this home. So this garden is coming to an end for Garden Fever. However, I'm looking for acreage. I don't know exactly how much. It's very in the works. We haven't gotten that far yet, but I'm hoping for at least a few acres, so farmland. So I'm very excited because this has been a dream of mine for a long time, and with this promotion, that dream is becoming more of a reality. It's very much within our reach. So I'm very excited to tell everybody that. However, that does mean that I'm going to be extremely busy here for a while. I've got to sell my home, relocate my family, look for a new home, and then I'm going to inherit some acreage that's probably not going to be developed, and it's starting from scratch basically. But that means that I'll have much more room, much more space, much more privacy to expand my garden immensely. And I'm very excited for that because I want you to join me in this adventure. We've already hit over 2,500 subscribers. I want to thank you all. It has been an amazing year. I am very thankful for all of your input. You guys have taught me so much in doing this channel. I've noticed that it's forcing me to learn more than I even thought I knew, and I love sharing it with you, and the conversations back and forth have been absolutely wonderful. So I wanted to thank you all, but just keep in mind that the videos may be a little sporadic throughout the winter. I don't know if I'll be able to be as consistent as I have been throughout the year until we get everything set up and into next summer where I can start my new garden. It's probably going to be kind of spotty. So anyway, with that being said, I'm gonna just kind of go over some highlights of the year, some of the things that went on throughout the year, kind of a compilation video. That's probably the best I can do for this time. As you can see, we're pretty much done with the growing season. I'll have a lot of stuff. I have a lot of ideas throughout the winter, things like indoor plants and other things that I'd like to go over in my videos, but it's just going to be kind of spotty. So I wanted to announce that to everybody so they kind of understood that we're in a transition period for good. I mean, for a good reason. And I'm very excited. I just can't wait to get there. However, it's probably going to take a few months for me to get all this going, get into my new job, get familiar with it, that kind of thing, that it'll make it kind of spotty as we go. But don't give up on me because a lot's coming. I'm very excited. I got big plans. With that, I'll let you go for now. Once again, thank you all. You guys are awesome. Please like, share, subscribe, and enjoy the compilation. And maybe I can find some bloopers and some things that I can throw in there too. So, until next time.
Okay, 3, 2.
Okay, in this stage, now that we've hurried. What is it? Hello everyone, welcome back to Garden Fever. I'm excited. I got a very exciting episode, one that I've been kind of putting together, or thinking about for a long time. I shouldn't say put together. I've only begun the project here recently, but anyway, look at that garden. I've seen better, but it's important. I think people need to understand of what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to show a new way of kind of or a way of no, I shouldn't say a new way. God damn it. Okay, here I want to show you how you can identify the difference between a male and a female, and this goes true with most plants, like most of the melons, squashes, zucchinis, cucumbers, all of those. And I think this one's a zucchini, or either a zucchini or a squash. I'm not sure. They've kind of all grown together, so I didn't space them spaced them a little too close, but they're still doing pretty good. But it's hard to kind of tell between the squash and the zucchini at this point. But the point that I want to show you is notice how right here this part of the stem is fatter, and same with down here. Look at this. See how it's kind of bulbous and furry, and let's see if we can't get in there a little closer. See that? Okay, and then that one is just like a straight stem into the flower. See? Fat into the flower, fat into the flower, and then you get these over here where they're just long stems. These are the males, and these are obviously the females. So if that flower gets pollinated, right there's where your zucchini or your squash or your melon or whatever is going to pop out. So quick demonstration on identifying that. The reason why that's important is in case you are having a hard time attracting bees, or the weather's not permitting for pollination, whatever, you can hand pollinate it. You do that by sticking a Q-tip in there and swab that yellow thing on the inside, and then you go to this flower and stick it in it and move all that pollen around on its little thing. I'm having a brain fart on what it's called, but I'll put it down in the lettering. Hello everyone, welcome back to Garden Fever. Just wanted to do the next Hello everyone, welcome back to Garden Fever. Got another exciting tip of the month for you. Just for reference sake, it's actually August when I'm filming this, but I'm going to release it in September because I had already done the video for August, the tip of the month, and I had, God. Hey everyone, welcome back to Garden Fever. Welcome back to Garden Fever. This is Corey Lafitte. God, I suck. I finally cleaned this up. As I mentioned in previous installments, and you just watched my little time elapse of me kind of trying to clean this up a little bit, that I don't know a whole lot about horseradish, or I didn't. But I planted this last year about late summer, and it did okay. I kind of just left it, and then it came back next spring and started to kind of flourish with little to no attention. So I decided that maybe we can learn this plant together this time around. And mixing compost and different types of soil so that the tree will have a little bit more food to last for a couple of years. That way we can ensure that it's healthy for at least a couple of years, and hopefully. Hello everyone, welcome back to Garden Fever. I have a special kind of an episode for you today, as you probably know. Blah blah blah. Okay. It's been a while. Okay, welcome back to Garden Fever. I'm doing this inside because it's rainy and really cold outside, but I wanted to kind of have this clip be about the behavior of praying mantises. If you try and just grab them from the back, or just grab them, they're going to pinch you and bite you. Notice how he stopped and he's looking at me. He's trying to determine whether I'm a threat. If I slide this just underneath the thing, kind of like a bird, he'll just climb right on. And after he gets used to you, he'll sit there for a while and be real calm and walk around. In the beginning, he'll be a little wily and want to jump off or walk around, especially if it's really warm. Right now, this guy's cold,
and I don't know for sure. I'll have to check, but I think he's a male, and he looks pretty hungry. So I'm gonna try and find him some food. He's cold and hungry, but he's looking right at me. He knows that I'm here, and he's just chilling. Let me switch positions. Sorry, only one hand, but he's looking right at me. He is not scared. He is not threatened. You can tell he's not threatened because he's not got his arms up in the praying position. He's trying to check me out. This is the best pest control out there, in my opinion. Softer on the environment, no chemicals, free. A meat-eating insect is what this is. Oh, see, he flew away. See, now all I'm going to do is put my hand in front of him and let him crawl right onto it. See? That simple. If you're real gentle, they're actually quite calm, peaceful, relatively calm and peaceful creatures. I'll put them on my little house plant here, my pathos. Anyway, I'm going to do more on this. I just don't want to keep them caged up, and I don't want to do this out in the rain and the cold, so I thought I'd do it inside. But we'll be back with more information. Going to the location where we're going to put this plant in for this episode of Guerrilla Gardening. This juniper right here. We got it staked out last night. We dug the hole and got it started so that we could pre-dig it. And now looks like we're going. Coming up on it soon.
I think he's gonna find the right number. Hold on, I don't have a candle on.
Okay, here's the hole. It's pre-dug, so we just gotta work on it a little bit. Hopefully not draw attention to ourselves too much, but we want to be able to get the plant in there. Give it some good soil and compost so that it can make it for the next few years, and I'll swing by every so often and water it as much as I can. Junipers are very drought tolerant, so they can take quite a bit of heat. So I picked that on purpose so that it would survive on its own some. I don't have to be here all the time.
What are you putting on there?
Compost and soil mixtures with some additives in it like manure and a few other things. And I'll explain manure later on why I'm using manure, because I normally don't, but this time I am, and there's a specific reason, but we'll get to that later. Where's the water? There we go, guys, just like that. Let's water it in. Let's water it in. Okay. We're out of here. Let's go. Coming back later. There we go. It's
What do you
done.
want to say? Say something.
That was exciting. So we're done. We got it in, and I think with relatively unnoticed.
Guerrilla gardening.
Guerrilla gardening. This is Garden Fever. Like, subscribe, share. More to come. We'll talk to you later.